Hey everybody, welcome back to Boo Bash. So today you guys might see a familiar face. So this is one of, I would have to say, probably my personal favorite videos to do because what you guys all see, there's probably 3 times the amount of footage that we actually take. So if you guys are new here, this is Liz. She's one of my best. She lives out in Pittsburgh still, whereas I'm down in Houston. So one of the things that we absolutely love doing is we both absolutely love Halloween. We connected over Halloween, we bonded over it. And Liz and her husband actually throw probably one of the best Halloween parties ever every year. I've been so bummed that I've missed it. But today we're going to be doing our Halloween cocktails and talking about Liz's party because it was actually last night. I'm so bummed that I missed it. I got pictures, but I didn't. It's not the same as being there. So Liz, thank you so much for doing this with me again.
You're welcome. I love it. I look forward to it every year.
So I'm going to kick it off just because I have so many more drinks than you do. So I'm going to start with, it's called the Poison Apple. Now, what's really amazing about this is you can make it either alcoholic or non-alcoholic. You just add more apple cider to make it non-alcoholic. So what it's got in it, it has apple cider, rum, and pomegranate juice. And then just to add a little bit of fun, I'm adding in some edible glitter. So it is actually, from what I kind of learned, fairly easy. So it is, they usually say 1.5 ounces of the rum, but I'm not a rum fan, so I'm just going to do 1 ounce. And you're the culinary food expert. I'm not, so I measure everything.
Listen, measuring makes it perfect.
And then look how cute this teeny tiny little baby pomegranate is. He was adorable. I saw him in the store and I was like, he's perfect.
Adorable.
So I am going to do a little bit more because I like the tartness of pomegranate juice. And then apple cider.
Ooh, good stuff.
I probably shake it, but it is super full. So I'm going to pour it out and then shake it. So while I'm mixing this one, do you have a drink or what do you got?
So I have a couple drinks I'm going to talk about tonight and show you guys how to make. One is going to be a mocktail or non-alcoholic version. And then one is going to be Dracula's Kiss, and it's a rum-based cocktail. And then really just, the world is your oyster when it comes to making Halloween drinks. You can use food coloring. You can just, garnish with cool, spooky things like spiders. You can really dress anything up. So some of my favorites are premix cocktails too that I can get from the store. Boyd and Blair up in Pittsburgh is a local chain. And you can really just, this one's lavender. Vodka with lavender. There's a vodka with blood orange. There is, an iced tea one, a cranberry one. They have them for all the seasons. They actually just started making a cold brew, which I love. Oh, yeah. It's delicious. I will get you one and ship it. It's so good. But yeah, it's perfect.
Or put it in your suit and bring it to Florida.
I can do that too. I actually already have our glittery moonshine that's coming with me. So, oh yeah, I can't wait.
So for all of you who've been following along with my last couple of videos and me talking about doing the Disney trip, Liz is one of the girls coming on to the girls. Earlier today, it'll have already gone up by this point, but I actually filmed the couple solo days that I'll be having before you guys get there, and then after you guys head home and before my other trip.
Nice.
So we're adding that.
Guys, it's so much fun. You've got to try it.
I don't know how much to put in. How much sparkle do I need?
Probably not a ton. I would start with a little bit, and then if you need more, we can always add more. Yeah, about that. Like 1/2 ounce, maybe. Yeah, that's good.
Never sure how much is like too much or not enough, or like.
I have not worked with it yet, so I'm not sure. I just know it gives it a really, interesting look.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that.
Let me see if I can get some of the condensation wiped off, but you can like kind of see the.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
And to try everything, I have to.
I love it.
This tastes like the Washington apple from Epcot.
Oh, that's perfect. I'm gonna need to make this at home.
It just doesn't have the whiskey.
That's okay. We can add that. Just kidding.
So that's good.
Oh, it looks delicious.
A little bigger measuring cup.
I think that's so cute, and it's a beautiful drink too. But I love the use.
Very fall-esque.
Mm-hmm.
All right, while I rinse this off, do you want to make one?
Sure. All right, so I will make Dracula's Kiss. So Dracula's Kiss, super easy. Ingredients are 2 ounces of white rum, 3/4 of an ounce of peach schnapps, 3 ounces of black cherry juice, 2 teaspoons of grenadine, maraschino cherries, and or plastic vampire teeth. Now you could substitute the black cherry and grenadine for pomegranate juice, anything that's that hue, or if you don't like any of that, grape juice, white grape juice, whatever you like best. It could be any sort of juice. So I have my trusty little shaker here, and I'm going to add my ingredients. So we've got the 2 ounces of white rum. I used Bacardi, and I did measure it out this time.
I like that you're so prepared. You have everything already pre-measured and ready to go.
Oh, mise en place everything. That's that culinary background. Get it ready, and then you don't have all that stuff to do afterwards. So I've got the 3/4 of an ounce of peach schnapps. I've got my black cherry juice, or grape juice in my case.
Is that like a solo cup shot glass?
This guy, oh, so these are, funny enough, little tiny medicine cups, but they're an ounce each. So I use them for everything. I had surgery years back. And when I had that surgery done, I had to take liquid form of different things. So I've just had thousands of these sitting in the closet for 5 years. So you'll put all of your alcoholic ingredients in your shaker and go to town. So it gets that dark hue of whatever juice you choose.
Okay, you need the edible glitter in that.
Oh, that would be so pretty. I wish I had it. All I have is that moonshine with it in it already. But that would be really cool with the edible glitter. It would definitely look beautiful. All right. So we're going to strain this. It usually goes in a martini glass, but I like these glasses a lot. They're actually double-walled glasses that are meant to be used with coffee, but I use them for alcohol all the time. And then you can garnish that with the spider if you want, or you can garnish it with the plastic teeth, which is what I have chosen to garnish mine with.
I like it.
Drop them in, and then you've got your vampire's kiss.
And it's black, and it just like looks like a potion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so good. It's delicious. And it would really take on whatever flavor juice that you choose. So if it's cherry, you can use, maraschino cherries as a garnish. If you do grape, you can use, anything, any sort of flavor that you want, because the rum that you use is really, really light. So yeah, perfect fall drink.
Probably do like grape because I don't do cherry.
Yes, grape would be delicious.
So fun fact, and I know we talked about this in last year's video. Always have to, bring it up again. Down here in Texas, you can get anything, everything in a minute.
Amazing. Oh my gosh.
So I'm the Total Wine down here, and I wasn't sure what I was going to make, so I got literally a little bit of everything in my minute.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yes. So the next one I'm going to be making is called the embalming fluid. All right, I need to put my poison apple over here. And I
keep that for later.
And I think whenever we're done, I'm going to make Greg taste all of these too.
I think you should.
Okay, so it takes apple pucker, which I have a baby mini of, blue curacao, a little bit of rum, pineapple juice, and a splash of Sprite.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
I need to go grab my pineapple juice. Hang on.
Okay. And guys, this sounds a lot, if you like blue Hawaiians, this embalming fluid sounds like it's going to taste just like a blue Hawaiian, and that is always a favorite drink.
And I have my handy dandy letter opener because I do not want to break a nail. Which, by the way, at this point in time, are 2.5 weeks on, guys.
That's awesome. You said it's a new way of doing your nails, and it's even better.
It is. It is actually, so they're technically press-ons. But the press-ons are actually made of acrylic, and you put it on with acrylic.
Oh, that's nice.
So they're full, and then I repainted them. They were the pink ombres, and I was like, you know what? I need some Halloween colors, so I repainted.
Oh, you can paint right over it.
Yes, I just did gel over top, and then it looks like I just got my nails redone.
It's wonderful.
You know, I have black alligator skin for our Disney trip.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's gonna look great.
So I'm excited. All right, so I'm gonna use a martini glass because I just feel like the electric green is gonna look amazing with it.
Oh yeah.
So have a second of blue carousel in here somewhere because I only had a little bit left from last year. So this one I feel like is going to be really, really good. So basically you just put the blue carousel, the apple pucker, and the pineapple juice in, shake it, and then you top it with a little bit of Sprite. And it's a good thing these bottles are plastic. It's all foamy though.
Oh, it's perfect. It mixed it for you.
Yeah, I already shook it. So blue carousel. Is it actually pronounced curacao or is it pronounced?
Yeah, I've heard curacao, I've heard Caraca, but I think it's curacao.
Curacao.
Mm-hmm.
Caraca makes me feel like it's like an island in the Caribbean somewhere.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
All right, apple pucker. I guess I never stopped to think like these are actually probably 1 ounce each.
About 1 to 2 ounces usually. Mm-hmm.
50 milliliters.
Oh yeah.
1 ounce. I didn't know. Oh, half an ounce of rum and then 5 ounces of pineapple juice. It's a lot of pineapple juice.
Wow, I love pineapple juice. So.
Oh, I do too.
It's maybe like 1.5, so 30 milliliters in an ounce. So.
Okay, so 1.5.
I had to look that up, guys. I'm not that great with the.
And I want like just a regular white rum for this. Normally, if I'm doing pineapple, I love a good coconut rum because to me, it's super tropical. Because of the sour apple, I was like, let's just keep it as simple as we possibly can.
That makes sense. Nice form. I love it.
Gotta get the arm workout in. Hi, Muffin. Muffin keeps wandering circles around the kitchen.
Oh, but I love the color. That's fun.
And then I'm not going to do the splash of Sprite just because it is so full.
Right.
If you could have it in a martini glass, to do a splash of Sprite. Mm-hmm. I just thought that this looked so cool.
It looks beautiful and it's delicious, I'm sure.
Oh, that's dangerous. Okay, we may have to make this and sit by the pool at Disney.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It looks fantastic.
Embalming fluid.
Mm.
Oh, that's good. That's dangerous.
Good
I made a whole bath with that tonight. All right, what do you got?
All right, so non-alcoholic, super easy. You can make any non-alcoholic drink that you can imagine. Sprite is a really good base, and then you just choose the fruit juice of your liking. Now, because it's Halloween, we're going to take our cup of ice, and we're going to start with filling it with Sprite. Just to get it, because the kids love Sprite, right? Even I love Sprite when I'm not drinking one night. Sprite's
an easy one because you can put like some juices and you have an extra ale.
Absolutely. So I'm going to take my little spider and I'm going to put it on the side. And then to make it ooky spooky, I have these injectors here, syringes, and I just got them at like the dollar store. They're super easy. And I injected this one with grenadine because I thought that was super fun. So you're going to give the kid their drink. Let me finish it off. So you could actually do this by making it a little bit thicker. So using like sugar and I forget what the other ingredient would be to thicken this liquid a little bit. So the drink looks like this, and it's got the syringe inside of it, which my
that's awesome.
And then if you did it like a Jello shot consistency, it would be almost like wormy in the bottom, but instead you're going to have the kids inject, and you can see how it kind of fills in a really interesting fashion.
That is awesome.
And then you can give them a stir, and they could stir it, and really just mix the drink, or they could make it look like a sunset. And it's very simple. It is, in layman's terms, a Shirley Temple, so if kids love it, hey guys, Shirley Temple, here's some cherries on top. I wish my camera was a little bit better, but there's some cherries on top, and just something fun to do for the kids, or even the adults that maybe aren't drinking that yet. I had some friends that were pregnant this year and they can't drink the alcohol. So it's kind of perfect. And I think that those injectors are multi-use. So later on, I'll talk about like the Jello shots and stuff that you can make for Halloween party. Oh yeah.
Yes. All right.
I'll drink my Shirley Temple.
Enjoy. I'm sure you need to hydrate after enjoying the party nights.
Oh yeah, way too much.
Next one I'm making is the spider web. We're gonna give this a shot. I'm hoping this works.
Okay.
It uses coffee liqueur, so it's called Cafe Bravo. It's a mini. I got a couple different kinds. I did get an espresso liqueur. I have so many. It's like, which ones do I need? I got this one. I'm not going to use it in the alcohol, but it is a peanut butter and raspberry jelly whiskey.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Doesn't it?
Oh.
Okay, here. It's so funny because it's like, okay, which mini do I need?
It's nice to have the options, though.
Oh, yeah. It's just hard whenever you have too many options.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I also found a chai cream liquor.
Ooh, that would be really, really good in the morning. Well, I say the morning, but your morning.
Okay. Which do you think, coffee or espresso?
Ooh, I happen to love espresso.
Okay. We're going to go for I love a good espresso too. So this one's called the spider web. You're supposed to use black colored gel. The problem is the black that I have from last year is regular good old black. We're gonna try it with blue.
Ooh, I think that'll work.
I don't know if it'll work or not. So you mix in 2 ounces of the coffee liqueur. It says 4 ounces of vodka, but I'm only gonna do like 1.
Okay.
So coffee liqueur. We'll just do the whole thing. Well, the entire thing is 2 ounces, so it's
perfect.
A little bit of vodka.
Nice.
And then you do like 2 ounces of cream. Now, I don't have just straight regular cream. I'm actually going to be using my vanilla coffee cream. Now, Greg and I have fallen in love with this one because it is made with almond milk, but it doesn't have all the preservatives and additives that other ones do.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm eyeballing it because I'm just, we're going for it. We're guessing. And then I lost my lid. There it is. So then we shake it and then we pour it. Shake and we strain. I'm hoping this works. Fingers crossed.
Yes, we got this.
All right, and then we're supposed to take the piping gel, do 3 circles. This may not work. Oh, maybe it is.
I think the cream will hold it up.
Yeah. And then a toothpick.
Oh.
Make
Hey.
I'm guessing here. So you can kind of.
Yeah. I love it.
Let me tilt you down just a little bit.
That is pretty cool. That is a spider web.
I'm hoping. Ooh, that's good. You know what that would actually be slightly better with?
Yeah. Yep.
Now, this is actually the Kona that you sent to us.
Oh, I bet that's delicious.
Oh, that's good.
Is it good?
That is good.
It looks delicious.
That is amazing. The spider web, I'm a little iffy,
Yeah.
but it tastes good.
That's all that matters, right? Spider webs and drawing and coffee and things like that require a finesse I do not have. So
I don't have it either, apparently. So tell me about these Jello shots.
okay, so I know that everybody out there has heard, I mean, maybe you don't love peach, but the elusive Crown Royal peach. I've been looking for a way to use it. And I said, I got these syringes. Why don't we make Jello shots? Because I work for Dave and Buster's, and recently we've been making Jello shot syringes that we've been selling lately for $3 each. So it's worth it. Go check it out. But I was like, I want to try and do it. So I found these syringes, like I showed you earlier. They just come from a dollar store. They look like this. I grabbed a box of peach Jello and then make it to package specifications, but just add your liquor instead of the second cold water. So you'll add that 1 cup of hot water, and then you'll add a half a cup of cold water and a half a cup of your liquor of choice. So I used the Crown Peach with the peach Jello, and it was to die for. Even my mother at 73 loved it. Everyone loved it. Mel loved it. The other girl that's coming with us to Disney, we all just kind of went crazy for them. I also made strawberry Jello with regular vodka, but looking back, I think I would use like 99 bananas and make like a strawberry banana, or you could do like, banana peanut butter, something like that. Like you could do anything that you'd want, just finding like a gelatin of your choice and then mixing it in. So I love Jello shots. There's just something fun, and the fact that these syringes exist just adds to the Halloween feeling. I mean, you really could do them anytime. Like if you're a nurse or a doctor or something, that could just be a fun thing for a party. So
Yeah.
I thought it was a blast. So it's just a really fun idea for something to do specifically for Halloween. And at our party this year, I'm always trying to come up with something new so that, we surprise people, or, usually we'll do a batch cocktail and name it something spooky, and that's what sells. And we started 15 years ago doing a jungle juice fountain, when we were 20 years old and could drink that much. We've since graduated to more impressive cocktails, but yeah, that's how it started. So I have to continue that somehow.
I love it. That is amazing. All right. So the next one I am making is called the Black Widow. And I'm struggling because I don't actually have a muddler.
Oh, muddlers. Those are nice to invest in. They're hard to find sometimes, but they're good.
Well, Christmas is coming up.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you might be getting a bar kit.
I wouldn't say no. All right. Just the back of a spoon, I muddled a couple blueberries and a couple raspberries or blackberries together. Now I'm doing this one a little bit different. So it suggested Chambord. And I'm Chambord. So I'm not going to use that. That I'm going to go with like good old fashioned tequila.
Okay.
So, but I think I'm also going to use a flavored liqueur with it. So basically you want, I also don't know if I'm going to, I'm going to shake it. We'll shake it. Okay. So we're going to go in with a couple ounces of vodka. This is our favorite. It's the Terramana vodka. It's very good. It's the Rocks vodka.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Yeah. This is what we make my Gelena Ritas with.
Ooh, nice.
So, and then a little bit of simple syrup, some lime water, or lime juice, not lime water.
Same deal.
May as well do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Simple syrup, which I love it because our grocery store has a whole like bar section where you can get simple syrup and like margarita salt and all of that.
That's great.
So because of the berries, I think I might go in with like a pineapple mango vodka.
Good choice.
Just because you've got the berries, it's going to make it very fruity, very tropical. We're going to eyeball it. Here we go. All right, and then I've got my lime juice. And then we're going to shake. And then we top it off. That was very close.
I love that there's blackberries muddled in the drink. That'll be delicious.
Oh, yeah. So pouring it over. Now, it says just plain sparkling water. I'm actually going in with a cranberry lime sparkling water.
Ooh.
I just feel like the berries are going to just blend and the lime brings it out.
That'll be good.
And this is your Black Widow.
Oh, that's a beautiful drink.
That is a tasty drink.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it looks good. I'm all about the blackberries.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I think I would do it in a bigger glass with a little bit more of the cranberry. You definitely get like the mango, you can get the berries, you get like just the flavors.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
Mm-hmm. This, you know what this actually reminds me of? This tastes like, down here, there is a restaurant called Papacitos. It's a Tex-Mex like cantina.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a drink called the Zombie
Oh,
Rita, and that tastes like the zombie.
I love zombies. It's a good drink.
All right, so I'm gonna rinse.
Perfect.
How else was the party? What else happened? What else did I?
It was a blast. We set up the beer pong table for the first time in 10 years. We had cornhole. It was 70 degrees in Pittsburgh yesterday, 75 degrees at 10 o'clock at night. I know it's never warm on our party nights. It was the perfect night to be outside. It was actually hotter inside the house than outside. I had to turn up the air a little bit. But it was a blast. We had a lot of people over, about 40 people throughout the night. We had a kids area set up. So now as the parents' kids are getting older, they can kind of chill downstairs and let mom and dad have fun upstairs. And that was a really big plus. All the parents said that they had a great time. It was really nice to have that space for the kids to stay occupied. We had a ball pit. I bought like 200 of those little balls from, the play pit at Chuck E. Cheese. I bought all those, made a ball pit, had Legos, like everything for the kids. And then the adults just got to have fun and drink and play games. And yeah, it was just a blast. It was nice. Yeah. We missed having you two there. It wasn't the same, but it was.
Yeah, well, because typically it's like you and me and like the boys and Mallory and like we're the ones that tend to like close it down.
Absolutely. And Jason came this year dressed as, there's a new Lord of the Rings out, and there's a character called the Stranger. I'm not going to say who we think the character is, but it's the Stranger, and he came as the Stranger, full beard. If I could say the man looked like Jesus, he did. Like his hair is epic right now. It looks fantastic on Jason. Jason, shout out to you. Your hair looks great. The beard is majestic. I've never seen anyone's beard like that before.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
The costumes were on point.
Watching that, we're like probably 2 episodes or so behind, but we're going back to Margaritaville for Thanksgiving, so we're going to download and binge it. Like, rest of the season at Margarita.
I've only seen the first 2 episodes, but I'm loving it so far. It's really good.
It's good. I like it. I'm impressed.
Yeah, we're really impressed by it. It's the same cinematography that you would expect from any Lord of the Rings. It was done beautifully.
Oh yeah. So
Ooh.
I might need your help with this next one.
Okay.
So this next one, it is the Hocus Pocus Fizz. And it has rum, cranberry juice, a little bit of simple syrup, orange juice, and Prosecco in it. Now, it says any flavor of rum. I have coconut and I have non-flavored. What do you think would probably work the best?
It has orange juice,
Cranberry in it, and Prosecco.
cranberry, Prosecco, orange, and it's asking for rum.
Yeah.
Coconut orange. I don't know. I've never had orange with coconut before. It might be okay. But you could try it and see, and if you don't like it, you can always go with just regular silver rum.
I'm just gonna play it safe.
Yeah, play it safe, and then you can always try that out. I would say play it safe with the regular.
Yeah. And I'm not a huge like wild flavor fan. I love my just simple flavors.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I don't go absolutely wild with my cocktails.
Right.
So it's 1.5 ounces of rum. It is a 1/2 ounce of OJ.
Ooh.
I think it's just enough to like add a little bit of zing to it.
Mm-hmm.
1.5 ounces of cranberry.
Cranberry juice. I love cranberry juice.
Cranberry is hit or miss for me. I think it has to be with the right stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, where did I put the simple syrup? 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. You pick that up before Muffin would eat that. So you shake all of these and then you put it into the cocktail glass and then you top it with Prosecco. Hang on. I don't want Muffin eating simple syrup lid. That would be Muffin for you.
Oh, yeah.
All right, shake, shake, shake. I have to be honest, though, I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this.
I don't know. Orange and cranberry is like one of my favorite breakfast combinations for a drink.
So this is poured in. I'm just not an orange fan. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You could substitute probably pineapple or guava.
Oh, yeah, that would probably be good because you're probably wanting more like the citrusy.
Mm-hmm.
The citrusiness.
Definitely.
Alrighty here. Oof. So, have I ever told you? I've shown you my trick for opening champagne and sparkling wine bottles, right?
Oh, yes, but show the audience because it's so cool.
I've had so many people, and especially when I was in college and grad school, because my favorite drink is like Asti. It's a sparkling white wine. Now, sparklings can sometimes be hard to open because you have the mushroom cork. Now, the trick is you take a tea towel and you place it over top of the bottle. You hold on to the bottle, hold on to the cork, and you just twist it like you're opening a regular bottle.
Boom.
It just pops out in your hand. It doesn't go flying. It doesn't explode. It doesn't do any of that.
No injuries.
It is my trick for doing it. So then this, and you just pop it off with some Prosecco.
Oh, perfect. Oh, that looks good.
So the bubbles make it like a little fizzy.
Oh, I love that.
Where did I put it? I'm going to try black glitter into it and see what happens.
Ooh, I was going to say glitter would make that beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of glitter, I will have to, oh dear. The little foam topper thingy went inside, not out.
Oh, that's happened before.
I did a bubble bath last night and had a bath bomb. And the bath bomb, I think, had like this stuff painted on top of it because my bathtub is blue sparkly right now. So.
Oh, excuse me for 1 second. The princess calls.
The princess.
How you doing, baby? I apologize. The princess is my dog Pepper. She knows how to bark when she needs to go outside.
This is with the black glitter in it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You can kind of see it like swirling around.
Yeah. That is really cool, like a galaxy.
We'll see.
Bottoms up. Yeah.
I definitely get the orange, but I only get like a little bit of orange.
Okay.
I'm getting more of the cranberry.
I bet that's delicious.
Oh, it is very delicious. All right. I'm going to just jump right into the next one because I've got an open bottle of Prosecco and you all know. So this is one that we did last year. I absolutely fell in love with this drink. It's inspired by Rapunzel and Tangled. And I think it's called like Sunlight's Kiss or something like that. So you actually do a 1/2 ounce of pear vodka, which I had just had like a tiny little mini of it last year. Liked it so much. I went and I got a bottle of Absolute Pear.
So good.
Excellent. So you just take a 1/2 ounce of the Absolute Pear. And truly, you just want like, you really just need like the taste of pear more than anything. And then you do like a 3/4 of an ounce of Saint Germain liqueur. Okay, how did it stuck? There we go. Which this is, I found, is a very light flavor. It's not heavy or like potent whatsoever. So those two, and then you just top it off with Prosecco.
Ooh. It sounds very light and delicious.
It's very refreshing drink. And I know this is not a champagne flute, but
Oh, that's perfect though. It's a beautiful
champagne. It sounds really funny. It tastes like sunshine. It tastes like I would want sunshine.
That's great.
Yes, like this is what I imagine Rapunzel's hair would taste like.
Oh, that makes sense. It was a magical flower, right?
Was. All right. Next one. It is safe. It is not knocked over. Let me go rinse this out and then I will do that.
Perfect. So really, for Halloween, like Jillian was talking about, any cocktail you can kind of make your own. And I love the different fun names. And the most fun you can have is coming up with names for your cocktails. So that one was called, I think she said something from Rapunzel, but now it's been renamed something for Halloween. So it's definitely worth naming your drinks, especially if you're having a party or just having like a dinner get together. It just gives you that theme that makes it more fun.
I think I'm going to name that one Bash.
Oh, perfect.
Because
Yeah.
so this next one, I only have 2 more. Hi, Muffin. Do we need to say hi to the Fizzle Fry before we get to the drink? Goodness, it's a Muffin.
Hi, Muffin. Hello. She's
I hit record. She wants up. She wants to record.
She loves the camera.
Like, hello, people. This is my audience.
Loves the camera. Camera loves her.
It does. Everyone loves the kitty, baby.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Muffin. She looks great.
She's loving Texas.
Good.
Yeah. All right. Anyhow, this next drink is called Witch's Brew. It's actually super, super easy.
Okay.
It is literally just vodka, blue curacao, and pineapple juice.
Oh, so easy.
So easy. So it is, they say 2 ounces of vodka, but it's also a work night, so I'm not going to drink 2 ounces. I'm going to do like 1.25 ounces. It does call for 1.25 ounces of blue curacao. I am just dumping in whatever I have left.
Okay. Sounds about right. It's about the same.
I have it's not quite a full bottle left. So we're just going to dump the rest of it in. Because the really big thing is you want it to have that bright color.
Okay.
And then 4 ounces of pineapple juice.
Oh,
I have 3 left, so I'll just,
yeah.
3 ounces of pineapple juice left.
Perfect.
Not too bad. And then we shake, shake, shake. And then put it into a martini glass.
Perfect.
And this will be the Witch's Brew.
Oh. This sounds simple and delicious.
I feel like, too, if you're not a vodka fan, this would be really a coconut rum.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look how pretty.
kind of reminds me a little bit of the embalming fluid, but it's a little more blue, whereas embalming fluid is a little more green.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's a very similar.
Okay.
But the embalming fluid uses the sour apple, whereas this one just uses straight balm.
That looks good.
This, I feel like, it's just a really good classic. It feels like a pineapple rum kind of a drink, except vodka. I probably would do vodka with a coconut rum.
Oh, that sounds delicious. I'll have to try that.
Oh yeah. And then I need to go rinse first because I think the last one I have to shake.
Yeah.
I printed everything out.
That's smart.
I can't remember half of these anymore.
Nope. I had mine sitting next to me on my phone with all the instructions. So
Actually, I don't need to. Okay.
oh, perfect.
Yeah, so I can just throw this in the sink.
Right.
So the last one is a margarita.
Ooh.
It is a blackberry margarita. So it is very similar to the one that I made before, but it has some differences.
Okay.
Didn't put my black.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is nifty. It has all three berries.
It's a treat.
Very nice.
Now I am going to mix it up a little bit, and I'm going to put a couple raspberries in.
Ooh. Raspberries are great.
I love a good raspberry. If I can find, they're like starting to go, so yeah.
Makes them even sweeter.
Well, they're starting to like get so mushy it's hard to pick up, so I think I'm going to skip them.
Gotcha.
All right, so I'm one of those weird people that I really like ice cream margarita. You know, some people do not. Totally fine. Now, the difference with this is it actually uses strawberry lemonade.
Oh, that sounds good.
So it's going to be, where's my couple ounces of tequila, which again, just for the sake of the fact that I made 7 in one. Lime juice. Now you can add Marnier if you want to. You don't have to.
Okay.
Little lime. And then
Oh, that sounds delicious.
now you can muddle the blackberries if you'd like. I don't have a muddler. I'm not going to. And then just stir.
Perfect.
And you can shake it like I get lazy and I don't like
I feel like with the margarita, you don't necessarily have to. That looks great.
it. Almost has a little bit of an orange. It could definitely be like a potion or something like that. Witch's brew.
Oh, witch's brew could be good. You could float some eyeballs in there.
You could do this with frozen grapes.
Yes. Freeze them. Oh, good idea.
Excellent.
Maybe a sugar rim. You could do a sugar rim too.
Problem is, I don't have enough patience to do sugar rims.
That's okay.
Excellent. Excellent.
Oh,
excellent.
that looks like something I will love.
Yep. Texas, no make you one.
Definitely.
So, anything else that you got before we wrap things up?
I mean, it's mainly just about having fun. So like for me, it's make the cocktail that you like. So, you know, make our cocktails. If you like vodka bases, you could probably just change out the liquors in some of these to make them what you want, which I love about all the cocktails we chose tonight. It's really just so versatile. So it's how you have fun with it, you know?
Yeah.
Don't stress yourself out making these cocktails. If you guys at home have never done these before, just have fun with it.
So the spiderweb foam has calmed down and has turned green.
Oh, well, I'm sure just as delicious.
Oh no. Everybody, thank you so much for following along with this. If you guys enjoyed these cocktails, give them a try. Let us know what you thought down below. Don't forget, follow over on Instagram because next week there will be so many Disney adventures over on Instagram that will be, and then there's also going to be some Disney video, holiday hoopla, everything. So Again, Liz, thank you so much for joining me for this. I love doing art. I think we might have to do a Christmas drinks video whenever I come up for Christmas.
That would be great.
Yes. So thank you again. You guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe for tomorrow's video because we are not yet. And I will see you tomorrow. Stay spooky, everybody.